What's up, guys? Welcome back to Kick It with Lose Fix It. Today I got all my speed runners out here. I just want to have a little talk with everybody out there. You know, I'm continuing on with my safety meetings, if you want to call it that. I got the speed runners out because I see a lot of videos where guys is pushing these cars to their max, trying to get them up in over 120, speeds like that. And these is the cars they doing them with. I see the Relaros. Let me pull this one out. All right, so I just had to reset up everything because I had to add these two cars up here because people are doing these with these two cars as well. So I'm gonna run them down. This is the Limitless. Everybody know the Limitless. This sucker right here, you can get this up to probably like 180, 190 miles per hour. That is fast. The Vendetta, they pushing them up to like 120 to maybe 150 if you get lucky. The Felony is probably the same. With the original body, it's hard to get up in that speed, but if you get an 8S and you change the body probably like to a body like this or something similar with a curved front, you could probably get up to like 150, I would say, with the Felony, but I don't see too many videos with people trying to get up to them speeds with the Felony. The Typhon, yes, people with the 6S, not this version of it, not the 3S version. I just brought this one out because it looks like the 6S version. Somewhat, it's not as, it don't look exactly like it, but it looks somewhat like it. But the Typhon is definitely one people is pushing up into over the hundreds. And the Relaros, the Relaros, people is definitely getting these little cars up to 120. I don't know how they so little, but people is doing it. So, my video today is not about how to get your car up to that speed. My video today is about the safety of getting these cars up in these high speeds, over 90, up in the hundreds, on the pass-bys. I see people lucky enough to when their cars come past, the cars get past them, and then it flips and explodes, whatever it may happen with the cars happening after they get past them. And what I'm seeing when I see these guys doing this is that these cars is coming down doing 100 and something miles per hour. What's to say that your tire won't bust before it get past you, and God forbid that car go flipping and wind up hitting you or something, or lose control before it get past you and hit you. You don't want these things to happen. So when you running these cars and you doing these speed runs with these cars, find a big enough road. I know a lot of people see me doing, like, if you saw any of my videos, especially with the Limitless, I made it pass by on a small street. I think I had this Limitless, I think it came past me about 60, maybe 70. It looked fast. It looked like it came past me that fast, but it probably was about 60. I would say no more than 65. It came past me, and I was standing on the curve, and I was just getting video down the street, passing where you could see me. I wasn't actually standing in the street. I was standing on the curve, and if it lost control, it hit one of the cars before it got, where I was at. Or if it didn't, I would have had enough chance to get out the way before it actually got towards me. So that's all I'm trying to say. If you're running these cars and you're trying to get these cars up to these high speeds, over 190 miles per hour, these metal chaps in these cars, you know what that car could do to your leg, hitting you at 90 miles per hour with the battery. You going down, bro. You definitely going down. So a safety measure of doing these speed runs, if you could get on the stand, stand up on a chair, something like that. Yes, it might come by, knock the stand down, and you might take a fall, but your fall ain't going to be the impact of that car hitting you. You might just take a fall. You might could jump off of it, land on your feet if you slick enough, but at least it ain't that car hitting you coming past. That's just a safety measure while you out there. If you could get it where you could stand back far enough and run the car on the other side of the road where it has no chance of, even if it lose control, you can run and get out the way. That's good. You know, that's your safety measures of out in the field, right? Before you run your car, please make sure that your steering is at 100% going straight. If it's swerving a little bit, do not run your car. Do not be that anxious to run your car and get a pass by and you know your steering is moving a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right. Trim it out perfect. Run it. Now, I'm not talking to you advanced guys. I'm talking to the beginners and the mid-beginner guys. Another thing, if you got speed runners and you doing speed runs all the time, that's all you do, when you get back in the house after running your car, take your tires off. Inspect your wheels. Make sure that the glue is still holding tight. If you see any crack inside there, put the glue on. After you do about 10 speed runs on your car, just come in, dab a little glue, get the little tip where it's like, it don't come out thick, it come out that little where you put the glue inside of it. Just put a little glue on the rim. Make sure that your tires is sealed real good, because that's the problem. That's why these cars is wrecking, because the tires pop off the top. The tires will rip and pop off, like it'll be a little crease that you probably won't see, and the tire pop off and boom, you done. If your tires is wearing down and you don't see the the design in your tires no more, throw them joints away. If your tires is wearing down, only use them tires to drift until they pop off while you drifting. Do not do speed runs with them cars. Don't do it, man. I'm tired of seeing people running their cars till the tires is bald, and when it crash and the tires rip off in the crash, they like, oh man, them tires wasn't that good. No, the tires was good. They last you until the tires was bald before they popped off. So the tires is definitely good, you know? But that's mainly the problem with these cars, these speed runner cars. Do not go the cheap route. If you get in your car and you going over 100, don't go the cheap route on your tires. Get the tires that you need, that you got to get up into them speeds. You can't spend $40 on one of these cars, a set of tires. You can't spend $40 and expect them tires to handle at 120 miles per hour. You know, unless that was a sale that they put on them tires. My cheapest tires for these cars is about $60-something, $70, and that's the cheapest. That's the regular standard price for these tires. You know, the Homes, I think those ones coming at about $30-something for a 2-set. These ones that I'm running, the grip tires that I'm running on the Limitless and the Felony, those ones is coming, I think, almost $40 for a 2-set. The two fronts, I think they 34 or 36, and the back is like 38 or 39, something like that, for a 2-pack. So don't go cheap on your tires. That's another thing. Don't go cheap on your tires, because the tires is mostly why people crash their car. Is the tire explode, the tire popped off, you know, my tire went bad and my car shot to the left, flipped over, whatever it may be. Or the weight of your car. You know, if the car is a light car like the Vendetta is a plastic chassis. I don't try to get my Vendetta over 70, 80 miles per hour, because it's a plastic chassis, it's light, and they'll lift up in the air. You know, and when it goes in the air, you ain't got no control over flying the car, bro. You know, you could give it a little throttle and reverse to see if you can get it back on the ground, like you do your buggies, but it don't work that good with these speed runners, and you doing 80 miles per hour and your car shot in the air. So, the Vendetta, I don't even, unless you can get some major weight on it, you can get a metal skid plate, the whole framing, because they do have the metal skid plate that comes from the front, and they got a plate that goes on the bottom, and it's the back skid plate. They do have those where you could increase the weight of your chassis to somewhat of a metal. It's an aluminum skid plate with the bottom plate for your chassis. You could put that on and give it a little bit more weight, and maybe that'll work a little bit better. But the Vendetta, she likes to take off in the air. I ain't gonna lie, she likes to fly. Mine's like to fly. I don't know about y'all's. The Typhon, that's a good car. I haven't seen a Typhon go up in the air. The metal chassis one, I haven't seen one of them go up in the air. They a good car if you can get them running nice and fast and get them up in them speeds. They definitely a good car. The Limitless is a good car. The Felony, I think the Felony, the body of it, the way the original body, I think that one holds it back from getting up to the Limitless speed. But the Felony can go the same speed as the Limitless. It depends on how you pull the body that you put on it, because it's the same chassis, the same everything on the inside. It's just the body that you put on it, you know. So besides checking your tires, making sure you get the proper tires for the car, making sure you out of the way when you is getting up in them high speeds. Maintenance to your car is very important as well. You know, you want to make sure all your screws is intact, make sure everything that's important as holding the car together when you're doing these speed runs is tightened up. You know, your screw locks, make sure you got a good screw lock that can hold these pieces in metal to metal, screwing into metal, hold them screws in pretty good. And just be safe out there, man. That's all I'm trying to give to you guys. Maintenance your cars, take care of your cars so that they won't malfunction while you doing these speed runs, while you bashing, you know, because it can be harmful. It is fun. It's a hell of a lot of fun. But it can be harmful. I don't want to try to have nobody out there scared to buy and run these cars. I'm just giving you the safety measure of running these cars, how to stay safe out there. You know, I could give you all the benefits, all the fun of what these cars is, you know, what you can get out of these cars, how fun it is to run them. But at the same time, I gotta come and I gotta give y'all guys the safety measures on how to run your car safe, how to store your car safely so that nobody will have any harm coming to them. So I'm gonna kick out after this one. Stay safe out there. Like, share, subscribe, come back, kick it with Luz Fix It. Next time.